Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the 2025 Phillips 66 Big 12 Men's Basketball Championship. My name is Alfred White, and I will be your post-game press conference moderator for the rest of this week and this weekend. After each game, the winning team will be escorted to this room. We will have each team on the dais for up to 10 minutes. We will ask each head coach to open each team session with general comments about the game. If you would like to ask a question, please raise your hand and let us deliver to you a wireless microphone. Please state your name, your affiliation, and designate who you would like to answer your question directly into the microphone, as we have ASAP Sports transcribing this press conference remotely. Quotes and other media materials are available in the media Dropbox on big12sports.com. When entering and departing this interview room, we request that you use the rear entrance to this area. Locker rooms are open for up to 30 minutes once a team's cooling off period ends. The winning team has a 5-minute cooling off period, and a non-advancing team has 15 minutes. As we're entering night games for the rest of the day, if you would like a security escort to your vehicle in the parking garage, please notify the guest services staff at the entrance to media workroom or the security guard at the media entrance on Oak Street. I'm joined on the dais by Houston coach Kelvin Sampson, along with LJ Cryer and Emmanuel Sharp. Coach, I figured out the ringer on my phone this year, so you won't have that problem. So when you're comfortable, please give us started with some general comments about the game.
Yeah, congratulations to Tad and his team for finishing the year off the way they did. I thought they really scrapped and played hard today. We get to this time of the year, I think it's really important not to overanalyze anything. Just win in advance. We can certainly play better, and I'm sure we will.
Okay, please remember to raise your hand and we'll get a wireless microphone to you. Give us your name, your affiliation, who you'd like to answer your question. Let's go over on the right, in the second row.
Hey, Kelvin, Will Kunkel, Fox Houston. You usually dominate possessions. They won that today. What did you like that you guys did today just to be able to pull it out when you don't play your best game?
Win. I like that we won. It's really important. It's really important to win the game. That's what I liked.
Within the game, what did you do that allowed you to play?
I'd have to go back and watch the film. And I probably won't watch it today or tomorrow, but I'll try to get back to you on that.
You got a question here on the front row, on the left?
Pat Rooney, Boulder Daily Camera. Kelvin, you guys only saw this team once, and Colorado, obviously, you came into this game on a little streak defensively for your team. What did you want to try to take away from them?
Well, I thought our defense was good in spots, really good in spots. And then just putting them on the free throw line too much, and they were great free throw shooters. The Jakimovsky kid, I thought really played well. He made some big baskets, and And we were a little choppy, you know, but I have zero interest in spending 2 seconds about the way we play. Doesn't matter. You know, we got a game tomorrow at 6 o'clock, and that's really all I care about. But I was proud of Tad and his kids. They played hard. You know, third game in 3 days. Finished the year on a good note. Tells you a lot about what a great coach Tad Boyle is and what high character kids that he has. I think that was apparent by how hard they played today.
Let's go to the third row on the left.
David Smale, Field Level Media. Coach, you talked about tomorrow night's game. BYU went 18 of 36 from three-point range today. What do you plan to do to slow that down?
I don't know. I haven't looked at them lately. We'll watch some film tonight and play them tomorrow at 6.
Let's go to the third on the left here, third row.
Oliver Hayes, 24/7 Sports. For Emmanuel, you didn't play against CU in Boulder in that only meeting in the regular season, but you know you had 19 points today. What did you see against the Buffs today?
You know, they played really hard. I think we just did a good job at finishing out the game, winning, like Coach said. But you know, hats off to them. You know, we can play better, but you know that comes. You just gotta move on and get better, watch film, and move on to the next game.
Any other questions? Got one back here about row 5.
Sean Barker from KSL in Salt Lake City. LJ, it's been a minute since you guys obviously played BYU, kind of looking ahead a little bit to the next game. And that team's obviously pretty different than when you guys played them. How is this team different from maybe back in January or so, where you guys are kind of peaking at a good time too?
You asking about us or them?
Yeah, how are you guys different, kind of since then?
I mean, I feel like everybody on our team is playing at really confident. We got more trust in each other. You know, we just got good continuity right now, so we just got to keep it up.
Anything else? Okay, Coach, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
All right, good luck tomorrow. Joining me on the dais now is Colorado coach Tad Boyle, along with Julian Hammond and Andre Yakumovsky. Coach, when you're comfortable, if you could just get us started with some general comments about the game.
Yeah, it's never easy when it ends, that's for sure, especially for our seniors, two of which are with us here, and Julian and Andre, but you know, even guys like Ruff and Trevor and Jack Pease, who's at home, my hearts go out to them, because when the season ends, it ends quick, and today it was the day, and I got to give Houston credit. Houston's a hell of a team, hell of a program. Kelvin Sampson's a hell of a coach. They are tough. They have big-time players. You know, we cut it to 10 or even 9 once or twice in the second half, and Uzan hit big-time threes back-to-back that just kind of kept us at bay, and we couldn't get over the hump. So, credit to them. They're the second best team by rankings in the country for a reason, and our guys battled. I got no problem with our fight and our competitiveness, and you know, we came here with a new season in mind, and we played like it, and I'm proud of these guys for it. So,
Our first question is going to be on the right in the front row.
Hi, Coach. Nikki Edwards, U Sports Report. We just talked to Kelvin Sampson. He said what a great coach Tad Boyle is and what high-character kids he has. You came into this tournament, number 16 seed, and put on a nationwide effort that a lot of people saw. When you look at cumulatively your body of work in this tournament, how would you rate the effort and your message to what this team is capable of?
yeah, in the Big 12 tournament, it was as good as it's been all year. Now, that doesn't say a whole lot, because sometimes our effort throughout the year was suspect, you know, and our performance was as well. But, you know, these guys really took on the new season, you know, challenge and mentality, and obviously it showed in the first 2 games here. And even, I think it showed today. I mean, these guys played their hearts out, and that's, as a coach, that's all you can ask for. So, Kelvin's right. We recruit high-character guys that, and I think character showed, you know, as this season went on. I'm really disappointed with our performance in January. I thought that was what really hurt us, and but we overcame it, and we got better, and for that I'm proud. But in terms of the body of work for the season, you know, obviously I point to January as a point where we really didn't answer the bell as a group, and I probably didn't do as good a job as a coach as I needed to. But in February, our guys battled and started getting better, and certainly when we came here in March, it was something we can hang our hat on. I'll live with what we gave the last 3 days, win or lose.
We're going to have one on the left side here on the front row.
Pat Rooney, Boulder Daily Camera. For Andre, career high tonight. You know, I know you'd rather have the win, but what does it mean to you to say you had a career game in your last one?
I mean, it feels good, but you know, I was just trying to win the game, just trying to help the team live another day, and it feels good. But I'm very sad because I feel like I played these 3 days. I played my best basketball of the season. I just wanted to help the team, and we fell short. But credit to Houston, you know, they're number 2 team in the country for a reason, and you know. Yeah, that's it.
Got one here in the third row on the left.
For Julian, Liam Howard, Scobo Sports. Throughout the game, you know, you guys got on a few streaky runs there, but Houston did a good job at eliminating just high percentage looks for your whole team at certain points, and you guys being able to string together offense. What were they bringing defensively that was really just keeping you guys out of a rhythm?
I mean, you know, every game they bring a lot of pressure. You know, they're always putting pressure in the gaps. You know, they rebound the ball on offense and defense very well. So, you know, it was real tough to keep on getting in the paint, you know, getting shots inside out because, you know, they rotated so well. And, you know, we turned the ball over 13 times. So that's a few too many. And, you know, and then when we did turn it over, you know, they were out in transition. And, you know, it's real hard stopping a team out in transition and stuff like that.
Oliver Hayes, 24/7 Sports. For Tad, Emmanuel Sharp didn't play in that first meeting in the regular season. Then he got into foul trouble. Jerron Roberts, he got injured. Terrence Arsenault got into foul trouble. What
what was it about Houston's depth that, or could you just speak on Houston's depth and their lineup that was able to, extend that lead back out to 14 points and close out this game?
You know, the thing that makes Houston so good is their mentality. It's just the way they play. And, you know, obviously the guys that probably start, and probably our top 6 guys with Arsenault coming off the bench, and even Francis is a big, they play with such energy, and they make it really difficult for you because you've got to make plays against Houston. They've got great individual defenders, but they're also a great team defensively, and Joseph Tugler's a big reason for that. He covers so much ground out there in ball screens and then in rotations. But they're like a machine. They're just well coached. They're well disciplined. They're tough. They play hard. I mean, again, Kelvin Sampson. I've said this before. He's one of the top 5 coaches in our game. Forget our conference. I mean, he was coach of the year in our conference, deservedly so. But their team is just unique in that they are really, really good defensively, but they also can shoot the ball. I mean, look at the first 3, possessions, man of the game. They came out whap, 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 threes. They got great shooters. They got great one-on-one defenders. They got great one-on-one players that can create their own shot, and they're legit. And I hope to God that Juwan Roberts is okay, because to me, he's the heart and soul of that team. I think he's one of the best top 5 players in our league, in my opinion. I got a lot of respect for him.
Okay, let's go back here about the 5th row back, and then we'll come to the front row.
For Andre, Leo Rivera with ScoBuff Sports. A lot of character has been spoken about for the senior class. What can you say about that group and the brotherhood you guys have made throughout this season, continuing to fight throughout this tournament?
No, I think it's a special group. This is probably the best group I've been around, and we've been through a lot. We've been struggling throughout the season, but I'm proud of us because we stay together. We stick together no matter what. We were working hard, and we knew that our time's going to come. And that's basically it. I love each one of the guys and the coaching staff and the whole team. And it's very emotional because it's over. I feel like we could do a way better job, like Coach said in January. But I'm just proud of each of the guys.
Okay, let's go to the front row here on the left.
Pat Rooney, Boulder Daily Camera for Tad. I don't know if you're a springboard into next season kind of coach, but especially in today's college basketball with so much roster turnover, but for the guys that do return next year, is there something you can take from this week, the wins and into the offseason?
Absolutely there is, Pat. And look, it's amazing how my job will get busier starting tomorrow. And everybody thinks, the season's over with, go take a few weeks off, go to the beach. Like, nothing could be further from the truth. I'll be busier in the next 3 to 4 weeks than I have been all year. It's the busiest time for a college basketball coach because you got to find out with your young guys who's coming back, who wants to come back, who do you want back. All those conversations need to be had with them. They got to talk to their families. They got to talk to all their people that care about them, and then you start from there. Obviously, we had a great recruiting class in November. We got 5 terrific young men from great families. That's not going to change. What we bring into this program is going to be character, guys that want to work hard. And I told the underclassmen in the locker room, like, thank the seniors. That goes without saying, but it's those young guys that have to get better, and it starts right away. Now, I'm not saying we're going to practice tomorrow, but we got to look and be very introspective. I have to do it as a coach. Our staff has to do it. Each player has to do it in terms of what they need to get better at. Whether they stay at Colorado or go somewhere else, like whatever. Like, kids will make that decision. They got all the freedom in the world now. So what I want guys that want to be buffs. I know those 5 kids that signed with us in November want to be buffs. We recruited them, and we'll start constructing this roster in the next, the process starts tomorrow.
We got time for 1 or 2 more. Any takers? We're going to go to the left side here on the 4th row.
Oliver Hayes, 24/7 Sports. For Julian, you spent 4 years here at CU. I was just wondering what were some of the biggest lessons you've learned, whether it was this season or just in this past 4 years?
I mean, really, I learned something different every season. You know, I played in different roles every year. So, I mean, I can take away from this season, you know, it doesn't matter what your record is. You know, just come in to work every day, fight every day. You know, try and get better no matter how that is. You know, like last year, we were in a completely different position. I had to learn how to, you know, sit out and how to come back from, you know, injuring myself and stuff like that. So, you know, there's a lot of different things that I learned while I was here. And I think, you know, it's great being here for 4 years and, you know, putting myself in different positions and stuff like that to where I feel comfortable however I'm playing.
We can take one more. Any? No takers? Okay, thanks a lot, Coach.